let's do this. I'm going to jump to this next clip. We got a segment for you guys. Let me pull this one up. Here's your proof. We got this post from Todd Anderson, Poker Night Todd. He says, if you look at this picture and see anything other than an unarmed and defenseless citizen being executed, please check yourself into a mental health facility. Society is worse off with you in it. F ICE. Well, here's the image. Let me open it in a new tab so we can zoom in on the image that he posted. Now, let's play a game. What do you guys see here, this image that this guy posted? What do you see here? Anybody want to?
I'll go first. I'm not an idiot, and I'm not going to come to a conclusion based on what is 1/8,000th of a second of a volatile situation. That would be
okay. Hold on, Viva. I'm asking you what you see in this photo. Please look at it. Please describe the photo.
Oh, I don't want to spoil the punchline because I know that Grok.
You're gonna say the punchline.
Well, no, I see right now. What the left wanted by way of their new poster, enhance the negative, reverse negative, put it on a shirt. That's their new Che Guevara. I know what the punchline is.
You're missing the punchline.
I see a headless guy.
I see a guy with no head.
Yeah, that second guy.
You do.
There is an ICE agent on the ground whose leg is made of who's got one leg made of robot parts, and he has no head. Because this is an AI image they fabricated.
Well, hold on. No, because the truth is, I didn't know that was the punchline. What I had seen,
there's no head, and his foot is made of robot parts.
No, but
his foot is a gun.
There's a screenshot that is relatively similar, and then someone had asked Grok if it's a real image, and it says, yes, this is a real image of a Russian soldier executing a civilian in 2022, and then the reply
Grok's
to that
crazy.
was, way to go, Grok.
So there is a comparable low-res grainy screenshot from a single frame. But what they've done is they've AI generated a version of it, and they're using this to make their claims. This, of course, based on the expressions and what they're doing, is meant to make you think this poor man is on his knees being executed. Now, certainly the original still does look similar, but you can't see their faces, as evidenced by the fact that this agent's head doesn't exist, because the AI couldn't even see his head. So the expression these guys have is fabricated. They want to create an emotional image. That's the point of AI generating this version of it. You can see in his hand he's holding something. Now, what he's holding in his hand looks like it might be a magazine, and he's got multiple thumbs. Whatever. The point is, they're going to fabricate whatever they need to fabricate to justify their worldview. And when you try and explain this to them, as I've done, they are too retarded to care, and they call me right-wing for it. My position right away was DHS said he was going to massacre law enforcement. I said, that is a lie. That is not true. Wrong. It was a series of unfortunate events, likely because he had a gun. The gun went off. Other agents don't know that, and he's holding something black in his hand pointed forward, so they unloaded on him. It sucks. But he's clearly resisting arrest. The response the left gives is, Tim Pool's far right. He was not resisting arrest. He was just having an involuntary reaction to men grabbing him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We saw that, right?
Yeah.
We saw him having numerous involuntary reactions there for like 10 or 15 seconds, which anybody that's ever gotten in any real fights knows that a real fight doesn't last more than a minute usually. If it does, there's something going on. This whole thing is nonsense. Plus, let's not overlook the fact that he was in the process of committing multiple crimes, resisting arrest, participating in insurrection, a conspiracy to resist. I mean, there's so many different things that this guy might have been doing at this time. And, I mean, again, to me, though, this is something that the left is looking for. This is something that these people in Minnesota are looking for. They're trying to stoke war. They're trying to stoke this. They want this. They need this because they can't shut down what we all fought for. We fought for Trump to deport people. We fought for this. And right now, one of the things I was thinking about when Libby was saying earlier, particularly about the foreign connections, right? So these Somalis they're shipping briefcases full of money across the border to wherever, right? So here's the thing, does treason apply, right? Are we aiding and abetting our enemies, right? Is this comfort to the enemy? I mean, this is insane because we're sending money over there. We know all these illegals a lot of them came through the southern border or through refugee programs that Biden set up, different things, but a lot of these people are here illegally. They're clearly enemies of the state. I mean, this is an insurrection at minimum, I mean, yeah. Is this a state-sponsored thing? I mean, is this sponsored by Somalia? Is this sponsored by some of our foreign enemies?
Democrats are actively involved in promoting it.
Well, 100%. But I mean,
Well, I'm going to get that video for people because I know that people are going to be like, what do you mean? I'll pull the video up for you guys.
The question I did have about, first of all, that fact that it took that long, this is generated from roughly the same pixelated image, and I went to double check that I wasn't having my own hallucinations. But no,
but understand how this changes the context.
Everything.
And we don't know if they said, Grok, enhance this image and make the agents look callous and angry.
No, the question that I have is we're going to get, I presume they have body cam footage. If they don't, I still think...
They do. They've apparently they've confirmed
so
they do.
The question is this: in that kerfuffle that lasted 15 seconds, does he at any point mention that he's got a firearm?
You can hear the people yelling, he's got a gun, gun, gun.
Yeah, now the question is he announcing it, or did he want either to go out in a blaze of glory, or did he think that he was going to go in there, shoot a couple of officers who he thought were abusively pepper spraying an innocent pedestrian, and he would be a folk hero as a result?
I don't think he was going to shoot anybody. I mean, to be fair, listen, there are a lot of people who are like, look, I carry multiple magazines with me. It doesn't mean I want to kill anybody. Sure, but when you're part of a group where you have shifts,
Yeah.
and you've got the governments basically telling you that Nazis are taking over and we have to put an end to this now, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to, listen, it was not a protest. No. He was on duty. This is a paramilitary group in a chat with managers and bosses, putting him on duty to go out, seeking out law enforcement to obstruct them, and he decided, not only should I bring my gun, I should bring an additional magazine with me.
Well, he might have been waiting for an altercation that didn't involve federal law enforcement,
At the bare minimum, he expected the high probability of a firefight.
Yeah, no. I mean, look.
Right? Maybe he wanted to kill James O'Keefe.
Maybe he wanted. Maybe he. I forget who it was that was assassinated a while back, and then the guy gave an interview on Vice, and then the cops found him, and it was.
Oh, you mean Aaron Danielson?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Michael Reynolds shot Aaron Danielson twice in the chest.
Yes, exactly.
Walking down the street.
No, and then claimed self-defense. So
Right.
I mean, this guy goes out looking. He won't do it to ICE, but if they find other agitators, if they
Right.
find independent journalists, and then they get in a corner where there's nobody but them, and then he claims self-defense. Whether or not he was out looking for trouble. He definitely found trouble, and the issue of painting him as an innocent victim, it's easy to do.
It's
But he's involved in intervening actively, even if he thought he was righteously doing so, armed with a firearm in a police altercation. You cannot expect it to go many other ways.
Here's a video from Libs of TikTok. They say the man who was killed by ICE was apparently an anti-ICE resistant signal chat groups. He was killed by CBP. Everyone got that wrong, even me. Do you know who's running the chats? Minnesota State Rep Alex Falconer. He admitted it. He's open about it. When is he going to be hauled in for questioning? Here's the video in question. And it's freezing on us because
we can go with Falcongate now. We can definitively call it Falcongate.
Is this what X just does all the time, no matter what?
Incognito at some time.
We had I'm a community organizer at heart, and that's part of what I'm trying to bring to the legislature. I'm helping to lead the community response, rapid response network that we have, given any ICE situations. I have a couple cards here. I'm willing to stop in to stay around and talk with anybody that wants any more information. We've got a couple groups on the app Signal that we would love for you to join. Whether or not you want to be a part of the Resistance Network, I fully understand that you may not be comfortable with that, but you can help us in a lot of ways by sending an alert that if you see any suspicious vehicles, any traffic, if you know of anybody that is being targeted, that's being detained, we have resources immediately available that we can send to you, send to their family, get them legal help the families if they need food, if people are afraid to leave their homes to get food. We're working with the food shelves to try to figure out a way to deliver groceries. I know yesterday...
So you get it. I pulled up his Ballotpedia here.
Can you believe that?
Democratic Party, District 49A, currently in office. So presuming that Libs of TikTok is accurate in their reporting, which I don't see why it wouldn't be, here is a state rep organizing active insurgency against the federal governments, which a man who is, again, Cam Higby shows, they turn their shift on and off. They show their emoji that I'm on duty. This guy got armed and said, I am going to actively seek out federal law enforcement and get in their way. Sponsored by the state.
Even back it up to the point where you don't have to assume he's partaking in that insurgency. Just from a political perspective, this is a guy organizing how to protect illegal aliens within his jurisdiction. Set aside everything else. They've got homeless people, citizens of America, veterans living on the streets. This guy is out here clout chasing with who he presumes to be illegals, strategizing and organizing how he can actively divert resources to protecting illegal immigrants, and especially, presumably, because they're going after the violent criminals of them. This seditious, treasonous, whatever, this is the Democrat Party, and this is who is in charge of this state. That should be shocking on its face alone, all things other set aside.
Well, thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.